Good morning, class 4 students. Today we're going to start with a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is called Reproduction in Animals. Last class, I have given you some videos based on this chapter, alright? So now this is the explanation of this chapter in this video, alright? So first, we will learn what is the meaning of reproduction. So, the process by which a living thing produces young ones of its own kind is called reproduction. So, reproduction, it is a process in which any living thing, that means anything which has life, any living organism, when it produces young ones, that means babies of its own kind. So, its own babies, when any living thing produces babies of its own kind, or when a living thing produces its own babies, it's called reproduction. Okay, understand? Now, next, first we will learn what are the animals that give birth to young ones. So, as I have told you in the last video, there are animals that give birth to young ones and animals that lay eggs. So first we will learn about the animals that give birth to young ones. So animals like cats, dogs, cows, lions, horses. See in this picture, deer, gorillas, tigers, pandas, cows, all these animals, they give birth to young ones. That means babies of their kind. Alright, they do not lay eggs, but they give birth to babies of their own kind. Such animals are called mammals. So these animals that give birth to babies of their own kind or to young ones of their own kind, they are called mammals. So we humans also, we are mammals. Why? Because we give birth to babies of our kind. Yes or no? So all these animals that give birth to young ones of their own kind are called mammals. Now, what are the features of mammals? Now we will learn that what are the characteristics, what are the behaviors of mammals. Okay. Number one, mammals are warm-blooded animals. The body temperature remains constant irrespective of variable climatic conditions. That means mammals have warm blood. That means their blood is not cold, but their blood is warm. And their body temperature, it remains the same. It does not change. Even when it's cold outside or even when it's hot outside, their body temperature remains the same. Okay, now number two, mammals look after their young ones for a long period of time. They feed them their milk and protect them from enemies. So mammals, after they have given birth to their young ones, they look after their young ones, they look after their babies, and then they feed their babies for a long period of time till the baby is able to take care of themselves. Okay, after the mammals give birth to their young ones, they take care of their young ones so that their babies will be able to grow well and till they are able to take care of themselves. Now they feed them their milk and protect them from enemies. So what else do they do after they have given birth to them, to the babies? They feed them their own milk. That means the milk that is produced by the mother itself. And then they also protect the baby from enemies. So if there is any animal, any other animal trying to take away the baby from them, they protect their babies from those animals. So they take care of their babies, they feed their babies for a long time so that the baby will grow and will be able to take care of themselves. All right. Now next, animals that lay eggs. Now we will learn animals that lay eggs. Some animals like birds, fishes, reptiles and insects reproduce by laying eggs. Such animals are called egg-laying animals. As you have seen in that video that I have given you, that animals such as birds, fishes. In this picture, you can see fish, frog, chicken, turtle. All these animals, they lay eggs. And such animals that lay eggs, they are called egg-laying animals. Next, the embryo or young one develop inside the egg. Most egg-laying animals ensure that the eggs are kept safe and warm. So the embryo or young one, it means that the baby develops inside the egg. It does not come out of the egg until and unless it is fully developed. So this embryo, this baby will develop first, will be fully developed first inside the egg, and then only it will come out of the egg. Most egg-laying animals ensure that the eggs are kept safe and warm. So same with the mammals. These animals also take very good care of their eggs, and they also keep them safe and warm. Next is structure of an egg. Now we will learn what is the structure of an egg. Eggs are usually oval or round in shape and are of different sizes. Most eggs have a hard outer shell which protects the growing embryo. Alright, so eggs, they are usually oval or round in shape. That means they differ in shape. They don't have the same shape. That means some eggs, they are oval, whereas some are round, okay, and some are big and some are small. As you know that lizards also, they lay eggs, so that their egg will be very small, whereas the egg of a chicken will be bigger than the egg of a lizard. So they differ in sizes also and in shapes also. Most eggs have a hard outer shell which protects the growing embryo. So you will find that these eggs, mostly they have a very hard shell. The shell, it means it is the covering of the egg. So that shell, it is usually very hard. Why? Because it protects the embryo present inside the egg. Okay. Now within this shell is a white thick liquid which has a yellow part in the center. So when you break the egg, after you break the egg, you will find that first there is a white thick liquid. That means a white thick watery substance, okay, something which is like water but it is thick and it is white. But and after that you will find a yellow part in the center. First you will find the thick liquid part, and then the yellow part in the center. So what is the white part? The white part, it is called the albumin. All right, so the thick liquid part of the egg is called the albumin, and the yellow part of the egg that is in the center, that is in the middle of the egg, that yellow part, it is called the yolk. So remember, the white part of the egg, not the shell, but the liquid white part inside the egg, it is called the albumin. And the yellow part which is present in the center of the egg, it is called the yolk. So the yolk provides nutrition to the growing embryo. So that yellow part of the egg, it provides all the food, all the nutrition that is required for the embryo or for the baby to grow inside the egg. Okay, so remember that the white part of the egg is called the albumin, and the yellow part of the egg that is in the center is called the yolk. And what does the yolk do? The yolk, it provides nutrition, it provides food for the embryo to be able to grow, to be able to fully develop inside the egg. Okay. Now birds. Now first we will learn about one type of egg-laying animal, that is birds. All birds lays eggs. They build nests to lay eggs and raise their young ones. The embryo inside the eggs develop into a chick only if the egg is kept warm. So the mother bird sits on the egg for some days before the eggs begin to hatch. So all birds, they say here that all birds, they lay eggs. So any type of bird, all kinds of bird, they only lay eggs. They reproduce only by laying eggs. So how do they do that? They build nests to lay their eggs. First they will make nests so that they will be able to lay their eggs there, and then only they will raise the young ones. All right, that means they will take care of the young ones after they hatch out of the eggs. The embryo inside the egg develops into a chick only if the egg is kept warm. So this egg, this embryo, this baby that is present inside the egg will be fully developed. That means it will grow only if the egg is kept warm. So if the bird doesn't keep the egg warm, all right, this egg will not turn into an embryo. This baby will not be developed into a chick. Okay, so this egg needs to be kept warm in order for the baby inside to be fully developed. Okay, now so the mother bird sits on the egg for some days before the egg begins to hatch. So what does the mother do? In order to keep the egg warm, it sits on top of the egg to keep it warm, so that the eggs, after they are developed, after the embryo is developed inside the eggs, these eggs will begin to hatch. Okay, all right.